Cześć, tutaj Moni and welcome to Learn Polish with Advans. It's almost Halloween, so I thought I would celebrate it with you on this lesson. Sorry, I'm not wearing any makeup today. This is me in my natural, so I hope I'm not going to scare anyone. Right, so today we're going to talk about locative. We're back to locative, would you believe? And the reason for it is because I forgot to post actually not one but two more videos on locative. First of all, I would like to thank Stuart for pointing it out that I haven't actually included feminine nouns with these letters at the very end, and I haven't commented on what's happening with those feminine nouns, so this is going to be our lesson today. Also, I'm going to comment on neuter and masculine nouns with these letters, but I owe you one more lesson on S a letter alternation, and it's going to be soon, not next time, but soon. And idą, when it comes to dative, soon, very soon, I promise you, as soon as we're through adjectives and nouns in locative, then I'm going to start on dative. So I promise you, idą, it's going to be especially for you. Okay, so let's look at this, guys. We've got feminine nouns ending those particular letters k, g, and h, and they alternate to c when it comes to k letter, g alternates to z, and h alternates to sh. So you can see that we're talking about feminine nouns that have the e ending. However, the last letter after taking the vowel, the last consonant in question is the letter K, either K, G, yeah, so G, or CH. Only one example for CH. So let's have a look. I'm just going to move this lovely face of mine just to make sure that you can hear me very well. Okay, so aktorka. Let's have a look at this word, aktorka. Aktorka, an actress. You can see that when I take away the vowel a, I'm going to be left with the k, consonant k. If I wanted to say that I'm talking or thinking about an actress, I would say myślę o, yeah, I'm thinking about, myślę o aktorce. So the K and the A is dropped, and then the C and E replace these two letters at the very end. So aktorka becomes aktorce, right? So once more, aktorka, aktorce. Myślę o aktorce. I'm thinking about an actress. Lodówka, lodówka, fridge. I'm maybe not thinking about a fridge, but something is on a fridge. Let's say a vase is on a fridge. I would say waza, waza, vase, waza jest, na, and then on connects with locative. So then I would say na lodówce. Again, the k would be replaced with c. Na lodówce, on the fridge. And this will be the case, right? These alternations, c, z, and sz, once again, will be applied to those feminine, so that's why we've got it here, feminine nouns. So maybe this drawing is not very it's not perfect, simply because I kind of pointed this vector to z, but what I'm trying to say is this rule applies to this bit, so feminine nouns, yeah, these masculine nouns with this kind of consonants will have the ending o, and all those neuter nouns with these endings will have the ending o as well. So I'll explain in a second. So now we are in feminine nouns. So let's carry on. Zmywarka, dish washer. if my mug is in the dishwasher, I would say mój kubek jest w zmywarce. My mug is in the dishwasher. Mój kubek jest w zmywarce. Okay, so I'm using zmywarka becomes zmywarce. Okay, now Poland, Polska. I'm thinking about Poland. Myślę o Polsce. Right, so I keep the S, but I replace again KA with C. Myślę o Polsce. I'm thinking about Poland. So let's do another one. Droga, again, the feminine noun, as you can see, all feminine nouns here that ends with a. You know this already. So if something is on a road, coś, something, coś jest, something is, na drodze, na drodze. So look, ga is replaced this time with dze, dze, right? So drodze. So droga becomes drodze, okay? Coś jest na drodze. Something is on a road. Dog is on the floor. Podłoga in Polish, podłoga, a floor. So pies jest na podłodze. Pies jest na podłodze. The dog is on the floor. Podłoga becomes podłodze. Now, the only example that I came up here for feminine noun ending ha is a fly, as in insect, in an insect. Mucha, mucha. I'm thinking about a fly. Nonsense, really, but let's do it for grammatical reasons. Myślę o, and then look what happens. Muszę, muszę. How strange is that? CHA becomes SZE. This is a really peculiar alternation. So mucha, muszę. Okay? So this black box with alternations in red that you see here applies to feminine nouns here. Okay? So if any feminine noun ends with a k, g, or h after taking a, as you can see here, that this is going to be our alternation. However, these alternations don't apply to masculine or neuter nouns. What happens with masculine and neuter nouns with k, g, and h, they keep the ending u. Okay, so once again, I apologize that I haven't created this very well when it comes to graphics, because it could be a little bit confusing. But k, g, and h, right? Neuter and masculine nouns with those letters will have the ending o. So just to clarify, this whole box with this alternation applies only to feminine nouns. When it comes to those three letters for masculine and neuter, they will have the ending o. So mleko, milk, will become mleku. There is something in milk. Coś jest w mleku. Coś jest w mleku. I'm thinking about a check, as in a check in a bank, for a bank. I would say myślę o czeku. Okay? Człowiek, there's no example here, I haven't written it here, but człowiek is the human. If I wanted to say I'm thinking about a human, that would be exactly the same ending. Myślę o człowieku. Myślę o człowieku. Marek would become Marku, because I would have the ek ending, so there would be a reduction. Dziadek, dziadku, right? So you know that this ek endings will have to be reduced. Okay, so one more video really at some point with alternations with S letters. So this is the one I'm talking about. wiosna, wiośnie, some alternation with other S and soften consonants changes at some point, not next. Next, what I want to do is to carry on with one more locative, one more video on nouns and adjectives in locative, and then I promise a new video for a dative case. So once again, to clarify, today's lesson was on locative ending for feminine nouns that end with k, g, or h. They will alternate. They will have an alternative ending. After taking the A letter, we will have the alternation because of these consonants that we see here. In other words, we can drop the last two letters, replace them with c, either c, z, and sh, and we will be right. But when it comes to neuter or masculine nouns that have these letters in question, they will have the ending u. I'm thinking just a little bit about examples. So, oddech is a breath, o oddechu, about a breath, o oddechu, so again ending hu, Bóg, God, o Bogu. We will lose the accent above o, but the ending would be still u, so o Bogu. Apologies for this little notification. So o Bogu, right? So that should explain why that basically fills the gap for those feminine and masculine and neuter nouns which have these consonants at the very end. And I apologize for not including them earlier. I would like to wish you fantastic Halloween, miłego Halloween, if you celebrate, if you go to a party, if you celebrate, have a fantastic weekend, miłego weekendu, dobrej zabawy, and I'll see you very, very soon on another lesson. Cześć! Pa! Bu!